Well, it's a week on since the burglary at this shop here down at Broadway. Detective Sergeant Shimon is with me. A week on, any developments?
Yeah, as you say, it is 1 week to the day, hence why we're making this appeal today, Paul. We are investigating a robbery which was committed at Newby's newsagents behind us last Wednesday, which was the 20th of November. What happened is an unknown male went in there wearing a balaclava, threatened the young female member of staff. He had in possession what we believe to be a handheld stun gun, which is my best description to it.
Now, is that like a taser or...?
Not particularly a taser that would eject a wire onto a person, but you'd actually physically have to touch a person with it, which is something that happened during this robbery.
And that sends electric shock through that?
Yeah, yes, it does. And that happened to a young lady while she's being threatened. As a consequence, she's given up money from the till, and the offenders left the store, turning left as he came out of the store. Now, as you say, it's 1 week on. I have got lines of appeal that I want to put out today. One is, do you know this offender, or have you seen this offender? Now, looking at the offender in the context on what we know, there has been a description, and I'd ask the public to still keep an open mind on description, because it may vary slightly, that he's been described as about 5'10". There is a suggestion, and I stress the suggestion, that he may have an Eastern European accent. Okay. Now, what we do know about him, and without wanting to sound obvious, he was desperate for some cash last week. Do you know somebody of that description who was in some kind of financial difficulties? Now, it would be easy to speculate that this person may be a drug user and paying off a drug debt, but equally, in the financial climate that we have, maybe it might simply they've got money problems, but that person needed that money on that date, which is 1 week ago, Wednesday the 20th. So, do you know that person? Now, the description that we have, that we discovered from the CCTV, and the images have been released to you that the public will be viewing, is that he's wearing a white-coloured Fred Perry top. Now, that is extremely distinctive. I'd ask the people to focus on that. Do you know this person who was wearing that top around the time, or anyone who does as well, which could give us a lead and a clue to further investigate? Now, going on to, obviously, the second appeal, have you seen this offender? Have you seen this person prior to it? Has he been hanging around before the robbery itself? Have you seen him flee the scene? So just take some time and ask the public to cast their memory back 1 week to see what they do. If you do believe you have something, or conversely, if you think you may, let us be the judge of that. And please contact us at police headquarters on 631212.
Right, well, we had the still imagery from the CCTV. Yes. Today you just releasing a little bit more. It's a bit of the actual video because it came from. Just this might also help someone, because the mannerisms and the style of the walk and that sort of thing, that might jog someone's memory. Clearly, he's got a mask on, I suppose, because I can't see any face at all. So it was with intent, I imagine. He didn't just walk in off the street and do this. There was actual malice of thought on this.
Yeah, there's obviously some planning that's gone into this, that he's going to disguise his face, which he's done.
Now, in the Isle of Man, this is so rare. I mean, I had to go back to, I think, 2007, and a little off-licence on the problem, Cheers, I think it was called, and we got the shots in the CCTV when they took the till. Yeah. Because it's rare, is it more of a shock for people to deal with these sort of things?
It can be a surprise, but I think there's a determination within investigation, and I know our local police units as well have been offering reassurance patrols, and they've also been engaging with local shops as well, who may feel a little vulnerable. I'm not suggesting for a second it's going to happen again, but we've always got our mind on prevention. Now, prevention by detection could resolve this matter. You've been doing some house-to-house inquiries. I see today you've got some police going door-to-door. Yeah, and that's going to continue to as long as we believe it's necessary. We've also been trawling through hours and hours of CCTV. We've got an awful lot more to do on that. It's very resource intensive, as you'd imagine, but effort has been put into it there. And as I say, we are determined to progress things as best we possibly can in the interest of public safety. And as you say, it is quite a rare event, Paul, in the context, in our Safe Island context. I really probably can't come up with the right words for it, but a young female working in a local business tonight should feel safe.